cosmic announcement. Listen carefully. Tomorrow is not just another date on the calendar. It is not routine. It is not neutral. It is not random. Tomorrow is marked, chosen, assigned. There are moments in time when the universe does something rare. It stops whispering and starts pointing, directly, relentlessly, at one person. And tomorrow, that attention is turning toward you. While the world wakes up on autopilot, scrolling, rushing, assuming it's business as usual, something entirely different is unfolding behind the scenes of reality. The cosmic stage is being assembled. The lights are warming up. The silence before the announcement is stretching thin. And without asking for permission, without waiting for you to feel ready, the universe is preparing to place you exactly where you can no longer be ignored. You may already feel it. That strange pressure in your chest. That restless energy that won't let you relax. That feeling that something inside you is pushing outward, demanding air, demanding expression, demanding space. It's not anxiety, it's not imagination, it's anticipation. Because tomorrow isn't about becoming someone new. It's about being revealed as who you already are. There is a reason you're hearing this now. A reason you didn't click away. A reason your attention locked in the moment these words found you. The universe does not spotlight by accident. It does not elevate randomly. And it certainly does not interrupt timelines without purpose. Tomorrow, the rules shift. What was hidden becomes visible. What was overlooked becomes undeniable. What was doubted becomes obvious. And the most unsettling part, you don't get to opt out. The universe has watched you hold yourself back long enough. It has seen the moments you stayed quiet, when your voice mattered. The times you softened your truth to make others comfortable. The times you shrank your light because you didn't want to be judged, challenged, or misunderstood. That season is ending. Tomorrow, the spotlight turns on whether you feel prepared or not. And when it does, it doesn't illuminate the mask you wear for survival. It exposes the real you, the one beneath the coping strategies, the one beneath the self-doubt, the one beneath the fear of being seen. This is not a metaphor. This is not motivation. This is alignment. There are days when destiny moves quietly, adjusting things in the background. And then there are days when destiny steps into the room, clears its throat, and says, "Now." Tomorrow is a now day. You may wake up and feel it instantly, before your phone, before your thoughts fully form. A subtle electricity in the air, a knowing you can't explain, a sense that today carries weight. That's because it does. Tomorrow, attention finds you. Opportunities notice you. Eyes land on you. Doors sense you approaching. And the part of you that's been waiting, quietly, patiently, painfully, finally understands why everything unfolded the way it did. Why you were delayed. Why you were overlooked. Why you were kept out of rooms you wanted access to. It wasn't rejection. It was positioning. The universe was not ignoring you. It was preparing the moment when seeing you would matter, because being seen too early can destroy what's meant to last. But being seen at the right moment, that changes everything. Tomorrow is that moment. And before we go any further, you need to understand this. The spotlight coming toward you is not gentle. It does not ask if you're comfortable. It does not dim itself to spare your nerves. It reveals. It reveals confidence. It reveals insecurity. It reveals power. It reveals truth. Which means, whatever you've been avoiding, your voice, your ambition, your visibility, is no longer negotiable. Tomorrow, the universe isn't asking who you want to be. It's announcing who you are. And the only question that matters now is not whether the spotlight is coming. It's whether you will stand in it or turn away at the exact moment your life was meant to change. The release before the reveal. Before the spotlight turns on, something else has to happen. Something quieter, heavier, more uncomfortable. The universe always clears before it elevates. If the past day, or even the past few weeks, felt emotionally intense, confusing, or strangely exhausting, this is why. That heaviness you felt wasn't random. It wasn't weakness. It wasn't you going backwards. It was extraction. The universe was pulling things out of you that could not come forward with you. Think about yesterday. The sudden memories that surfaced without warning. The emotions that arrived without explanation. The tears that surprised you. The dreams that felt too real, too vivid, too personal to ignore. That wasn't emotional instability. That was emotional closure. There are parts of you that were never meant to be carried into the next chapter of your life. Old disappointments. Old versions of yourself. Old attachments to people who only knew you when you were smaller, quieter, less certain. And before the universe allows you to be seen, it insists that you be light. You cannot stand in a spotlight while dragging emotional weight behind you. You cannot shine while carrying unresolved grief, unspoken resentment, or outdated self-perceptions. So the universe did what it always does before a breakthrough. It brought everything to the surface. Some of you felt it as sadness. Some of you felt it as nostalgia. Some of you felt it as an urge to withdraw, to rest, to go quiet. That was not a setback. That was a purge. The universe was clearing emotional debris so your presence could land cleanly. Because here's the truth most people don't understand. Visibility amplifies everything. When you're seen, your confidence grows, but so do your fears if they're unresolved. When attention finds you, your power expands, but so do your insecurities if they're still active. So before tomorrow, before the eyes, before the recognition, the universe demanded honesty. It asked, what are you still holding on to that no longer fits who you're becoming? What pain are you protecting that has already served its purpose? What version of yourself are you clinging to because it feels familiar, even though it's limiting? Yesterday was not about breaking you. It was about emptying you. Empty enough to receive, empty enough to stand tall, empty enough to be witnessed without collapsing under the weight of your own history. That emotional wave you felt, that was the past, releasing its grip. And here's the part you need to hear clearly. If you felt emotional yesterday, it means you're ready. The universe does not clear what it plans to keep hidden. It only clears what is about to be elevated. What you released was not taken from you. It was returned to time. Returned so you could step forward without apology. Returned so your presence could be clean, grounded, undeniable. Returned so when the spotlight arrives, you won't flinch. Because tomorrow is not about pretending to be confident. It's about having nothing left to hide. And now that the emotional waters have settled, something else begins to rise. Readiness. The stage is no longer cluttered. The noise has quieted. The emotional static has cleared, which means when the light hits you, it will not scatter. It will focus. This is the moment right before the curtain lifts. The breath before the name is called. The silence before the room turns toward you. You were not undone by what you felt. You were prepared by it. And now that the weight has been lifted, there is nothing standing between you and what comes next. Because once the universe finishes clearing your emotional past, It activates your visibility. And when that happens, there is no returning to the shadows. The moment the spotlight turns on. Now we arrive at the shift. This is the moment everything you've felt, released, and endured begins to make sense. Because tomorrow, the universe does not gently acknowledge you, it illuminates you. There is a difference. Acknowledgement is polite. Illumination is unavoidable. When the spotlight turns on, it does not ask if you're comfortable. It does not check whether you feel confident enough. It does not wait for perfection. It reveals what is already there, fully, clearly, and without dilution. Tomorrow, that light finds you. You may feel it first as a surge of confidence that doesn't come from ego, but from alignment. A strange certainty settles in. Not excitement exactly. Clarity. The kind that straightens your spine and steadies your voice. This is where many people get it wrong. They think being seen is about attention. It's not. It's about authority. Tomorrow, when you speak, people hear you differently. When you share an idea, it lands. When you express yourself, it carries weight. This is not because you suddenly became more talented. It's because the timing finally caught up to who you are. There are seasons when your voice echoes into emptiness, no matter how true it is. And then, there are moments when the same words create impact, traction, response. Tomorrow marks that transition. The universe is aligning your expression with credibility, your creativity with structure, your passion with legitimacy, which means you are no longer just expressing yourself. You are being taken seriously. You may notice subtle but undeniable changes. People who normally interrupt you pause. People who skim your words slow down. People who overlooked your presence suddenly feel it. Your communication sharpens, your tone steadies, your message clarifies. Ideas that once felt tangled begin to arrange themselves effortlessly. Conversations you've avoided suddenly feel possible. Projects you kept private start demanding exposure. This is not impulsiveness. This is readiness. Tomorrow, hesitation feels heavier than action. Silence feels louder than expression. That inner pull you feel, to speak, to post, to share, to present, is not pressure. It's permission. The universe does not hand you a microphone by accident. And here is where the shift becomes unmistakable. You are no longer performing to be liked. You are speaking to be heard. There is a maturity to this spotlight, a grounded power. It doesn't ask you to be louder. It asks you to be clearer. It doesn't reward drama. It rewards truth delivered with confidence. This is why tomorrow is not about showing off. It's about showing up. Some of you will feel called to finally say the thing you've rehearsed in your head 1,000 times. Some of you will feel the urge to publish, apply, pitch, or present. Some of you will feel compelled to take up space in rooms you once stayed quiet in. Whatever form it takes, the instruction is the same. Do not hold back. Because when alignment meets expression, restraint becomes self-sabotage. Tomorrow, your voice is not background noise, it is signal. And once that signal is sent, it cannot be unheard. This is the point of no return. Because once you are seen clearly, not as potential, not as promise, but as presence, the world adjusts its expectations of you. And so will you. The spotlight doesn't just change how others see you. It changes how you see yourself. After tomorrow, pretending you're small will feel impossible. Shrinking will feel unnatural. Silence will feel dishonest. This is what activation feels like. And as the light locks onto you, something else begins to happen. Visibility starts attracting response. Eyes turn, energy shifts, people notice. Which brings us to the next phase, the reactions, the connections, and the consequences of being fully seen. When the world responds to your light. Once the spotlight finds you, something shifts beyond you. The world reacts. This is the part no one prepares you for. Not the visibility, but the response to it. Because when you are truly seen, you don't just attract attention, you activate people. Some will feel drawn to you instantly, others will feel unsettled without knowing why. Both reactions are information. Tomorrow, as your presence becomes more visible, you'll notice subtle changes in how people engage with you. Conversations feel different. Energy exchanges feel sharper. Certain individuals lean in, while others quietly pull away. This is not coincidence. This is sorting. Visibility acts like a filter. Those aligned with your next chapter recognize you immediately. They sense momentum. They feel possibility. They want proximity, not just to you, but to what you represent. These are not casual connections. They are strategic. Collaborators, allies, people who see not just who you are today, but what you are capable of building. Some of these connections will arrive softly. A conversation, a message, a chance encounter that feels ordinary until later. Others will be unmistakable. Moments where alignment is obvious, mutual, immediate. Pay attention. These are not distractions. They are reinforcements. But alongside attraction comes resistance. Not because you've done anything wrong, but because light exposes contrast. Your confidence may trigger someone else's insecurity. Your momentum may highlight someone else's stagnation. Your clarity may confront someone else's confusion. You might notice subtle criticism, cooler tones, passive distance. This is not rejection, it is reflection. Your light is showing people where they are avoiding their own growth. And while some will rise to meet that reflection, others will retreat from it. Let them. This phase is not about convincing anyone of your worth. It is about observing who can stand comfortably in your presence. The universe is refining your environment. People who celebrate your visibility stay. People who resent it fade. And this is not loss. It is precision. You are not meant to carry everyone forward. You are meant to move forward clean. This is why shrinking now would be a mistake. Dimming yourself to manage others' discomfort only delays what's already unfolding. Tomorrow, you are not responsible for how others process your growth. You are responsible for honoring it. And here is where it deepens. As your visibility stabilizes, opportunity begins to respond. Doors that felt locked suddenly loosen. Rooms that felt inaccessible suddenly feel reachable. Paths you didn't know existed quietly reveal themselves. Not all at once, not dramatically, but unmistakably. This is the universe testing something important. Can you remain grounded while being noticed? Can you stay honest while being watched? Can you hold your power without apologizing for it? Because the spotlight doesn't just reveal you to others, it reveals you to yourself. And once you see who you are becoming, there is no comfort in returning to who you were. Tomorrow begins that separation. The distance you may feel from certain people is not abandonment. It is alignment. The closeness you feel with others is not luck. It is recognition. Trust the sorting. Because the universe never elevates alone. It brings the right people forward and quietly removes the rest. And once the field is cleared, once the reactions settle, once the noise falls away, only what truly belongs remains. Which leads us to the final phase, the moment where visibility becomes destiny and choice becomes unavoidable. The window that changes everything. This is where everything converges. The spotlight is not just an event, it is a doorway, and once it opens, it does not wait. What makes this moment different from every other moment you've lived is not just that you are being seen, It's that timing is now cooperating with you. Momentum is available. Energy is responsive. Reality is paying attention. This creates a narrow window, a brief stretch of time where action carries amplified consequence, where decisions echo farther than usual, where what you initiate does not fade, it compounds. This is not pressure. This is leverage. Tomorrow is the ignition. What follows is acceleration. The universe is watching something very specific now. Not your perfection, not your confidence, your commitment. Will you step forward once and then retreat? Or will you remain visible long enough to let the shift stabilize? Because this is how timelines change. Not in one dramatic leap, but in sustained presence. What you do when the light is on matters. If you speak tomorrow, continue speaking. If you share tomorrow, stay visible. If you claim space tomorrow, do not give it back. This is how the universe distinguishes between curiosity and readiness. Many people want recognition. Few are willing to hold it. This is why consistency becomes the signal. Not hustle, not force. Consistency. You are not being asked to become someone else. You are being asked to stop disappearing. Over the next short window, your behavior teaches the universe how to respond to you. Stay present, and momentum grows. Withdraw, and the door quietly closes. Not as punishment, as feedback. And here is the truth most people never hear. Opportunities don't vanish because you aren't worthy. They vanish because you hesitate when alignment arrives. This alignment is rare, it is precise, and it does not repeat itself in the same form. If you ignore it, life will continue, but heavier. Not because you failed, but because you knew what was possible and chose not to step into it. This is not about ego. It is about evolution. Some of you have been hiding because you understand, on a deep level, that being seen comes with responsibility. That once you are visible, excuses no longer work. Old patterns no longer hold. Small thinking becomes uncomfortable. The universe knows this. That is why it waited. And that is why it is happening now. Tonight, before you sleep, do not rehearse outcomes. Do not plan reactions. Prepare your identity. Decide who you will be when the light lands. Not what you will achieve, but what you will embody. Because tomorrow does not introduce a new version of you. It reveals the one that has been waiting. When you wake up, move with intention. Speak with clarity. Show up fully. You are not chasing the spotlight. It is finding you. And once it does, the only thing left to decide is this. Will you step into the life that has been quietly preparing for you? Or will you turn away at the exact moment everything was finally ready? The stage is set. The light is focused. The moment has arrived. What happens next depends on whether you choose to remain visible